So this is my opinion on a w205 2017 c63. I bought it new in 2017. It's 2020 now. I've had it for 3 years. And honestly, I still love it. I know a lot of people having problems with squeaky brakes. I haven't had that problem. Maintenance on it's kind of sucked. I don't like going to the dealer. They're just not that great around here. I live in the UK. So I've been actually doing my own maintenance, which is actually not that hard to do. It saves quite a lot of money and I actually find it fun. So that part doesn't bother me either. The things that I don't like about it is actually the little console here for the armrest. You can see the leather is kind of going a little weird. I've got the two-tone interior. I know I got a BMW bag and a Mercedes. My parents bought it for me because they wanted me to convert to BMWs. That's a long story, but I did order M3, the first V8 when they released it, but in transport it got crashed. So I never took delivery, but I do have that bag. Honestly, I've had no other problems with it. I actually quite like it. And in England, this car is a little bit more of a handful because the weather sucks. Right now it's winter and it's like 28 degrees and I'm still driving it on the Michelin Cup 2 tires. I even drove it in winter and it was fine. When it snows, I do have another car and that does have snow tires on it, so I'm being safe. I also don't really like the black center console. It does get scratched really easily, but I wipe it down every day with my little yellow rag. That way I don't have any problems with it. And I don't touch it, nor do I touch the screen. That way I don't leave fingerprints on anything because it would bother me. Well, other than that, honestly, sunroof is still working. No problems. I know in the past I had a lot of problems with my sunroofs. So 2018, I picked up another Macan. And now that is my designated daily, and I use that for winter and if I'm transporting the dog or anything like grocery shopping, and I use the c63 just for fun. So I love this. This is a wireless charging pad in here. I can show you how to install that. Just check my playlist. And there's so much space in the armrest and so much space in the glove box. This is just so amazing to me because my other cars unfortunately do not have this much space. Okay, things I love about the c63. I love how fast it is. I love how every time I drive it, I just have fun. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you're stuck in traffic. I love that it's Jekyll and Hyde. If it needs to, we can be quiet and refined, but majority of the time I just like to drive it fast. And I like all the loud noises. Things that I don't like about it, in the right-hand drive ones, the steering wheel is off-center, so I feel like I'm sitting at an angle to it, and that's quite annoying over a long trip. There's no dead pedal, which also bugs me. I fixed that, so I've installed a dead pedal. Things I like about it. I like how fuel efficient it is for such a big engine. I like the leather. I like how soft the steering wheel is. I like the panoramic sunroof because it's huge and it actually opens. I love the way it sounds. I love the launch control. I love the backfires. I love how many modes there are.
Wi-Fi disabled.
I love the red stitching. I like how comfy the seats are on long trips. I like the heated seats. I like how they turn off because sometimes I forget to turn it off. I like how the mirrors fold in. Safety stuff. I like how it's got that crash safety feature. Like a few times people will brake check you and the car will stop itself. I like that. I like how you can turn off traction control very easily. I like how it's got sport traction control. I like the slip diff. I like the navigation. I like my heads-up display.
performance is actually really good. This is the 7-speed one. I also like when we go on long trips, the car actually watches your eyes, so it can tell if you're getting tired. I guess it sees you yawn or how your eyes are looking at it, and it will tell you to take a break. And I actually really like that. I like how you can see out of it so easily. Some of these sports cars are not as visual, you can't really see what's going on around you.
So this is back in 2017 where I was using the C63 that I just bought as my daily. So I did drive it every day no matter what the weather. And unfortunately this was a year where England had some of the heaviest snowfall in a very long time. This did prompt me to buy another car, just like SUV that I would use in winter times.
So this is startup on my C63 from the inside.
Here's a quick walk around of the car. After 3 years, there's not much damage honestly to it. I've got a couple rock chips in the front, which is just going to happen, but other than that, it's in absolutely perfect condition. All the rims are fine. The interior's held up really nicely. I've only driven it through one winter because, like I said, I did buy another SUV just for that purpose. Other than that, this thing, it just looks brand new still. Everybody says on the inside it looks brand new because only me and my wife are basically in here if we're going anywhere. And other than that, it's just me driving it. So no kids, no food. The back seats never get used. I've done 9,128 miles in the 3 years, but I do have other cars. So this is mainly just driven for fun. Okay, I'll be quiet and I'll let you guys just hear the car for a quick little spin. As you can see in the video, there's loads of narrow roads. People park on both sides. You have to zigzag. There's a ton of speed cameras. There's a ton of speed bumps and humps in the roads and potholes and all that stuff. So the car sometimes is actually stressful to drive here, but I still do love it. Obviously I'm going to slow down at these things, and this is like a school zone, so I'm going pretty slow. I am obeying all the traffic laws, so I'm not speeding or anything, but it just shows you that sometimes it's actually, you might as well just have a daily and then just take this thing out for fun. So I just passed 6 speed cameras, a patrol unit on the left with this radar out, and now I'm following a police van. And then once we pass the next turn, there's another police car hiding in the bushes. So this is just another reason to I like using my Macan as the daily, because it draws less attention and it doesn't make me want to rev it. This car, I want to rev and make it loud and have fun.
So I really like this feature. You can actually see how much horsepower and torque you're making and what driving modes and how you're actually driving.
So as you can see, on normal roads, you really can't get the full potential of the car. It doesn't bother me. I still enjoy driving it, especially the noise, and it's just so much fun. So we actually just come to Batman's house, which is called Woolton Hall. And unfortunately, you got to park in the grass. And I've found this like a common thing in England. You go to see a castle, you have to park in a field. You go to a car show, you got to park in like the mud or water bits. And you just need a daily. So I really makes me not want to take this, but I do. I love driving it. If it's a far drive, I would prefer this over my Macan. But I don't like parking it in dirt or gravel or mud and getting it dirty. So in conclusion, to me, there's nothing better than a C63. And honestly, if I was going to replace it, it would have to be with another C63, just the newer version of this one they do eventually release. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next Wednesday.